Hello, women. This is Lada from Radiant Yin, and I would like to invite you to the next workshop series. It's a three-part series of intuitive embodied female workshops. And the topic is female health, how to be your own healer. So we're all of us, we are our own healers, right? We're our own medicine women as women. And there is this misconcept caused by Western medicine around who actually has the healing energy that heals our own body, and that it's not something external, health is not something somebody can give us from externally. It's how we run and move energy through our bodies and allow energies to be moving and owning our spaces. So as women, we were trained and conditions not to own our space, give it up to everybody, put anybody in front of us. And so there's this big wave of consciousness happening on the planet as women. I see all around the world are awakening and being like, what's going on here? I want to own my space. I want to have those good but crispy, and fluid boundaries that support me, but I can't even own my space. There's like a deeper, not permission to do that. And so this is what we're working in these female workshops. So you're gonna be re-owning back your female, but I'm sorry, also your female energy, but also your healing energy. And just calling that back from other people, exploring what that is, how does it look like, and you'll be learning how to just move it through your body. You're gonna be also learning different practices about working with different colors and vibrations, different sounds, movement. So these different kinds of medicines that are very available to us, even when, let's say, we're home alone and we don't have any money. I can't have an energy check. I can't go to a psychic cleanse or reading. And I'm just by myself and I don't feel great. How can I support myself? So this is going to be about you becoming more familiar with that part of you that is a healer. And even if you are a healer and you give out healings, right? You're in that position in the world, that's your purpose. I'd say it's very important for us as healers to understand, but it's them who heal themselves. I'm not healing this person, right? Like I'm helping to remind them of what their healing energy is, right? And so, in order to do that, it really helps if we can have our healing energy and embody that for people. Show everybody this is how it looks like when you embody your healing energy. And it's a beautiful independent space when you can heal yourself. And then, like, sometimes we do need help, right? We need to go to a doctor or a healer. But then when you're entering there, you're going in there with your sovereignty. And from sovereignty, we can navigate. Oh, what resonates? This is going to help. Because when you're in fear and there's that idea, I am sick, my health doesn't belong to me, I need somebody to save me, you're losing your power, right? And you're kind of giving it up. And then often I see this people making decisions, after they get a diagnosis, and it's totally fear-based, right? Save me, help me. So all these techniques you're going to be learning will be helping you to own that, and have more even sovereignty spiritual sovereignty when you go into the word and navigate, what resonates, in this moment with me. So it's a three-part series. I'm going to put the dates down and they're going to be building off of each other. I will have incredible assistant and space holder Nikki Lampe Nalchayan. Sorry, Nikki, if I butchered your name. And she is an intuitive reader and shaman who also teaches embodied meditation and mindfulness. And most of all, she's an incredible woman. She's a graduate of the last female masterclass. So she knows how to have her own female space grounded and be aware of the shadow side of the feminine, like competition and all these stuff, the healing, out of control healing, so she can work that energy and help to maintain the space grounded and safe. And that's something I would like to mention, when we're meeting in a circle of women, something we all, and it's gonna come forth, if you want or not, we're gonna meet it, is the pain of being hurt by other women. You know, our mother often first, right? The first woman who competes with us often. Um, and just being hurt by women in the world and being betrayed and gossip. And, so we have a lot of pain often around being around other women. And so that is coming up as we decide, I might be interested in this. But I can tell you that I work with women all around the world, and that pain is coming up for everybody. It doesn't matter if they are in a female class, working that energy in any way, in a shamanic way, and through plant medicine, feminine, right? But it doesn't matter. People are going through, women are going through this awakening, and so you want to be supported in it. So this is, again, being in those circles and becoming aware of that energy, learning tools, learning how to release it out of your system so you don't have to repeat it. This is generations and generations of conditioning of women. So that's just coming out in these sanctuaries. And one feedback I'm getting about the radiating sanctuaries is that women feel safe to be who they are. It's a safe space, and that for me is just incredible feedback, and goes so deep into my soul and body, to hear that, because that is really the intention. Is we all have this shadow side of the feminine. We all have it. We all envy. We're all jealous. We all can be competitive. We can be mean. We can withhold love. Like women, we're pretty dark, right? And it's part of it. And it's, we have to own it, right? So if we were trained and conditioned to put it in the shadow and pretend like it's not there. And also our gifts, that's the golden shadow, right? Don't shine too much. He will compete with you. So shove your biggest gifts in the shadow. And that's the golden shadow. And so we're kind of starting to bring all of that up, and being like, whoa, I have the side to me that is jealous, that's envious, and I can own it. And I can start releasing and learning from it. And when I get angry, how can I express that anger in the most authentic and healthy way without suppressing it? These are the things we're learning. And as women, it is all medicine. It's all sacred. If it's yours, it's sacred. And all of these things are just coming up, if you're a class or not. So if this is coming up, bubbling up for you, you're right on time. Another thing I want to say that I see in readings and sessions, a lot of ideas, pictures, energies around, I'm late for something, I'm not doing enough, I should be doing more. And one thing that completely keeps coming through is at least with my female clients, I'm talking now about my female clients, is you're doing everything. Like there's nothing else to do. It's about just now allowing it. So keep the machines oiled by your tools, your meditation, going to nature. So important, right? So find that balance as women, but embodiment, so important. Make your body feel good. If your body feels good, you're gonna start becoming more grounded naturally, right? Because, oh, that feels good to be in that body. And as we're embodying more and more of ourselves, you're gonna be meeting some of that old pain and anger and frustration and other people's pain, anger, frustration, and you're gonna be meeting the joy and fear, and so it's all there, and that's why it's good to have tools to support us and go through this process. So if you have a diagnosis, or not, or you just think, oh my, everybody is becoming sick around me and I want to maintain my health, this is a really good way to go. And, we're going to be looking at, okay, what can support you also, as plants and, different vibrations. So it's going to be very holistic. And I'm very excited about this series. The price of it is $150, so it's 50 per each part. And if you're in a female masterclass, you have 50% off, because I know how it is, like we have that hunger and want to do the classes and the money. Right now, there's an interesting energy around money. So yeah, the sanctuary is open. I'm welcoming you, and me and Nikki will be there. Thank you. Bye.